Hello and welcome to Beyond the Bio, the recap. In this week's show, I was chatting to Michelle Eagleton. And if you missed it, please go back and take a listen. You will find a link in the show notes. Michelle is so impressive. I loved our chat. She is an experienced TV and radio presenter with over 20 years background in broadcast journalism, working for national and local media, including BBC Radio Manchester, Key 103, GMTV, BBC Breakfast, and most recently, BBC One's Morning Live. Michelle's career has seen her interview a number of high-profile celebrities, including Sir David Attenborough, Cher, and Dame Joan Collins. Michelle actually started out as an actress with roles in Heartbeat, Coronation Street and Children's Ward. But despite leaving her drama days behind, she kept this passion for showbiz and theatre, moving into entertainment journalism and theatre reviews. One of the things that I love about Michelle is just how bubbly and personable she is when you meet her. And I think her personal brand, whether you see her on TV or hosting an event or you're just having a chat with her, she's the same. She's very authentic. She's very upbeat. She's very enthusiastic. And that's a bit infectious. You love hanging out with people that come across in that way because it makes you feel those things as well. During our conversation, we spoke about Michelle's background and how she got into what she does. I also really loved that Michelle was sharing some of her stories around what happens when things go wrong and how to handle that. And also, she had some brilliant advice about how you put yourself forward to producers. And her advice was around starting local and building yourself up, because this is going to help with your confidence and give you the opportunity to hone those skills, and then also give you some footage that you're able to share with producers of some bigger shows. So really sensible and sound advice. Michelle reminded us to ask for footage after we've been on these shows and to share those on social media. It was also helpful to have a reminder around keeping that footage and putting it together, perhaps as a show reel to showcase on your personal website. And if you haven't got a personal website, please do go back and check the podcast episode where we were talking all about how to set one of those up. So this week's Take Action is going to be to pitch yourself to a producer. Now, if you've been on a few things before, I think it was a great idea to do as Michelle suggested and put together a bit of a show reel or at least a clip of something you've been on where you came across really well and use that to pitch the producer of the show that you really want to get onto next. If you're just starting out, Michelle's advice around starting local, perhaps your local radio station, is very sound advice. So you need to think about what you're going to put in your pitch and who you're going to approach. So Michelle's suggestion was to find a producer of that show. Make sure that you have listened or watched the show previously so you know the kinds of stuff that they talk about, and make it really clear the value that you can add if they have you as a guest. Make it easy for them. Tell them that you're local, that you can do this at short notice, and share any clips that you already have. There we have it, this week's Take Action. Hopefully it's one that is going to have you excited and terrified, probably in equal measures, but what a result it will be if your pitch comes off. As always, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you on the show on Monday.